I think that this watch might just be the greatest value compound grand complication under $100,000 that you can possibly find. Hello everyone, Samuel here at Analog Shift, and today we are discussing a watch that blew me away when I first saw it, the Breguet reference 3757. Before we take a closer look at this watch, if you're enjoying this type of content, be sure to hit subscribe to stay up to date on all the exciting content that we have coming from Analog Shift. It's quite difficult to have any kind of conversation about high horology without stumbling upon Breguet. Since Breguet's founding in 1775, the brand has made so many contributions to the world of high horology, from the patented tourbillon in 1801 to what is credited with being potentially the very first wristwatch as a commission for a queen in the year 1812. Breguet was also a pioneer of guilloche dials, which are now commonplace in the watch industry, and really helped push the trend of wristwatches as we moved into modern times. In spite of Breguet's significance to the watch industry, I think it still falls largely under the radar, which is why you can get a watch of this level of complication for such a value. This watch features extensive hand finishing across the dial using guilloche finishes, which are executed on a rose lathe, a tourbillon aperture at 6 o'clock, which allows you to actually see the full tourbillon escapement, which is a beautiful thing to look at. And on the top of the dial, you have the perpetual calendar indications. Whenever you have a tourbillon, you often wind up with a very thick case, and it's very nice to see that Breguet was able to preserve a very wearable, slim dimension, even while using a full tourbillon. Furthermore, when you flip the watch over, the entire back of the watch has been hand finished with engraving, a level of decoration that you're not likely to see at this price point. And I think between the ornamental dial and the ornamental case back, there's a really high level of finish that showcases the kinds of handwork and craftsmanship that should be associated with high horology watches. In my opinion, this reference is a celebration both of visual refinement and mechanical refinement. Given Breguet's significance and contributions to the watch industry, you'd expect that a watch like this would trade in 6 figures. And honestly, it deserves to. The beauty is there, the watchmaking is there, and this could go up against any high complication from Patek Philippe, Vacheron, Constantin, Lange, or any other. And honestly, it's a shame that watches like these have gone underappreciated for the last few years. However, we are starting to see a bit of a resurgence of interest in Breguet as collectors are going back to dress complications and appreciating the kinds of craftsmanship that goes into a watch of this caliber. This is an incredibly high quality watch for a fantastic value, and I would argue that under $100,000 you'd be hard pressed to find a better complication that you can actually wear on a daily basis and enjoy than the Breguet reference 3757 in yellow gold.